All right, so it's recording now, and we're going to pick up where we left off with the alphabet. Yeah, I think we stopped here last time. Yeah, we did. And so now we have S and H. And okay, Rad's back. Um, so yeah, S and H are pretty similar to how they are in English. S is like it's just like English. H is just like English. The differences are that when you put them together, it doesn't make a sh sound like in English, so that does not happen. Um, and in Pit River, there is no difference in meaning between s and sh. So sometimes the S can kind of sound like sh by itself. So sometimes somebody might say is, and sometimes somebody might say ish, and there's no difference between the two of those. It means the same thing. It just depends on the person. And
Or how many front teeth you have.
or that too, yeah. How many front teeth you have? Yeah.
You have dentures or not dentures. Dentures
Mhm.
make it really hard on a lot of people to say certain letters of the alphabet and sounds. I noticed that across the board. So if you have that, you're always going to have some sort of anomaly feature. You got to like hurdle over. Yeah, yeah. It takes, especially if they're new to you. So like you'll hear that with S's a lot with people who just got their teeth. If you've ever heard, it's great.
That's a yeah, dude. Yeah, thanks for
It's a
bringing
real
that up.
thing, man.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Cause yeah, like a lot of times if you listen to like the elders or the really old elders, they'll yeah, that's a good point. It'll sound like shh when it's supposed to be or yeah. So good
I've
point.
I've also heard it. I've also heard it like um uh east
Yeah. Okay.
S.
S. I've heard East, but I've never heard S.
S.
That's okay. Well, we'll okay.
It's multiple S's. S.
S
Mhm.
S. Interesting. Okay. Do you
And
know
they look
where
like S.
is S? Interesting.
Mhm.
Where did you hear that one?
I'm trying to find it for you.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, so example words we have is us for water, huck, to, and is for person, or kind of mean more specifically like Indian, like native person or Pit River person. So yeah, is there any questions on these two letters? These are a little more straightforward. So good. Everyone good? All right. Okay, so we also have the glottalized version of these letters. Um, so it's kind of like the other ones. Well, the H is different. I'll say that the H is pretty different. The S is kind of like the other ones where you're combining the glottal stop and the letter. The so it's like in this example word, dis e, dis e, dis e. Um, and the glottal S doesn't happen as often, but it's there. The glottal H is it's like you're whispering really loudly, like you're gonna kind of feel it in your throat, like if you're whispering like this, like you feel it like kind of scratching your throat, like that. So if you ever like tried to whisper really loudly, it's like that, but with just the H sound. So like, so in this example word, Dahomey, Dahomey,
The homie.
Dahomey,
The homie.
Dahomey,
The homie.
Dahomey. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good, Rad.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah. So okay, I'll have everybody go through these ones since these are different. So yeah, Paul, Dahomey.
Larger font.
Oh, okay. I can go.
Make it bigger.
How about this?
E. Dahomey. That's a good one. That's a great pitch. As I started with that sound. Dahomey. I like the cough better because it feels like, is that like an H? Like when you like make the cough noises, Connor. Like that's an H stuff too, though, right? That's a glottalized H though. Think about it.
I guess, yeah, I guess so.
Homie. It's just in a different word, right? Okay. So, but this example was homie.
Mm.
Did I say it right?
Tus-e.
No, it's dis-e.
Dis-e.
Dis-e. Dis-e or dis-e. Or dis-e. How do you do that? Is there an E thing going on with those two vowels in the next word? Could you, hey, you gotta have your throat all over to speak this picture. Come on now.
Went down the wrong pipe. Hold on.
Get your whiskey right.
You're gonna edit this all out, right?
Nah, I couldn't even make this up. I was all coughing and trying to answer Paul, and he's like, "So which is it? Which is it?" I'm like, "I'm coughing, dude."
Hurry up, chop. Over here, snap.
Sorry,
So
Paul.
like
Sorry,
on that
Paul. Okay.
second one, it's like TII S dot I. And so like,
I think it's DC. Yeah. DC.
so they're both I's are like the E sound, right? There's
Yeah.
never no change where the E goes.
We're gonna get into the vowels. Like we're gonna
Oh,
get into
that's
the
later.
vowels
Okay,
in a
but in
second.
this
Yeah.
form, it's DC.
Yeah. DC. But I'm going through just the first word right now.
Okay, Dehumi. Sorry.
Tusi. It's all good, man.
Lisa.
Lisa.
Hurry up, Lisa. I'll take up all your time.
I can't hear Lisa. Where's the microphone at? Dahomey. Okay. First of all, just whisper really loudly, like anything. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, good. Dahomey. Tusi. Yeah. Dahomey.
That one.
Yeah, there you go, like that. Dahomey.
Dehumi.
Like it doesn't have to have a like a. It's not a sound. It's just Dahomey. Yeah, you're just breathing really loudly, basically. Dahomey.
So we're not doing Afghanistan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not a Q. It's not an aspirated Q. Yeah. I think you got it. You're just gonna, it'll come with practice. Are we?
Okay. Dehumi.
Do it one more time.
Dehumi. Like that.
Pretty good. Just whisper really loudly, like, hey, my name is Awi.
My name is Howie.
Yeah, okay. Now do that, but with just an H.
Okay. Dehumi.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. All right, Brandy, Dehumi.
Homie.
One more time.
The homie.
I'm not quite hearing. I'm hearing more of a plain H in there. So can you whisper loudly for me, like, hey, my name is Brandy?
The homie. That's like
Okay,
a Halloween
okay.
one. That's like a scary. Tell me.
Yeah.
You better tell me now.
Yeah. You could like, I don't know, be a voice for like a monster in a horror movie or something. Okay, so yeah, try that, but with like just the H.
the homie. You got me. You got me laughing now. The homie.
The homie.
The homie.
Okay, yeah, that's better. That's in the right direction.
This will be the title of our latest Pit River horror film.
The homie.
The homie.
Run. That's a pretty good horror movie title, actually.
And you gotta say with that whisper voice, so it sounds like you're saying run.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you would in a scary movie. That's crazy cool sounding movie. I already want to see it.
Right?
It's like
Hey,
Friday
did
the
you guys hear
13th
that?
Halloween. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go
it was
knock
good
at the
times.
door.
One more time, Brandy.
The homie.
Okay. All right, pretty good. It's in the
The
right
homie.
direction.
The
It's in the right direction.
homie.
The
homie.
homie.
The homie.
The homie. Yeah.
The homie.
Okay. Radley. The homie.
The homie.
Yeah.
The homie.
The homie.
The homie.
Yeah, Radley's got it.
The homie.
He has a really good microphone.
Yeah, that too.
I can really hear him clear.
Does help.
Get that new 4K mic or something.
I don't know. I guess when the camera is out, I guess the microphone's better. I don't know.
It's like when you're blind, you hear better or what? Okay, Paul, DC.
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 DC. DC.
DC.
DC.
DC.
DC.
Toos.
Did I put that stop on the S right? DC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Lisa, DC.
Lisa. I could practice it on your name. Lisa.
Are we DC?
DC. Wait. DC.
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 Toos. All right. Brandy, DC.
DC. DC.
DC.
DC.
Yeah.
DC.
DC. DC.
DC. Which sounds a lot like Daisy. Daisy
Right.
and
It does
DC.
sound.
So
Yes.
and one is very similar words, one singing and one saying, right?
Yep. You got it.
E.
You got it. Okay. So yeah, so this glottalized S, so it's like you have the stop right after the S. DC.
DC.
Radley, DC.
DC.
D
DC.
E Tus. DC.
DC.
All right.
I see.
So next, oh yeah, so any other questions on these two letters?
CC. I say
Yep.
Duck.
CC. CC. I
Dis.
say. I say.
DC.
Duck DC.
E.
Duck.
CC.
Duck DC.
CC. DC. I say.
All right.
My DC.
All right.
CC. DC.
Tus. Tus. Okay.
Disa. CC. DC.
Okay.
E.
So you guys good then? You good? Okay. So next we got the vowels. The vowels are a little bit simpler than in English. There's less pronunciations of them. Some of them can kind of have two pronunciations. But I'll go over the main ones first. So this is E, E, A, O, U. E, E, A, O, U. So it's similar to Spanish, right? E, E, A, O, U. This one can sometimes sound like I, like dehumi. So you have dehumi, and then E, dehumi. Dehumi, dehumi. And then U can sometimes sound like U. Just kind of the shorter, it's just the shorter sound, short versus long, right?
Like in a humi.
Yeah.
Humi.
Yeah, so this is a short I, and this is a long E. It's just the, yeah. I don't think there's like necessarily like a hard rule for which one it is. It's just kind of what flows with the word. Like, I guess you can say dehomey, 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 but just because of that H, it kind of turns into more of it, right? Dehomey.
You know where I hear you sound really good, like hardcore, like a ooh, is when you're doing it with the possessives. Like
Ooh.
Connor, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just the letter by itself.
Own word out, like yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Yeah, the noun.
So, okay. So any other questions on the vowels?
Humi. Humi is also like snake, so that's kind of like run, snake. Humi.
Hoot. Wait. Hoot. No.
Me?
Hoot. Well, no, rattlesnake is hoot.
That's a specific type of snake.
Oh, okay.
Humi.
Interesting.
Me? One's a snake and one's a rattlesnake.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I just know rattlesnake. So I know earlier, like back up, I don't know if it was here. I remember a couple weeks ago, Brandy was asking, like, oh, how can this be Nick Lee with two E's, but it's because this is right? So Nick Lee. Yeah, I just remembered that. Or Jamal for coyote, right? Jamal. Jamal. So yeah, I just remembered that and wanted to answer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That kind of makes it okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A. Like
Oh,
egg,
oh,
right? Like egg.
Uh-huh.
Because you spell egg like this and not egg.
Well, okay, we're
Egg.
big egg.
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 So yeah, that's JML. A. Okay. So now we're gonna move on to tone, and why you see some of the vowels have a little accent mark over them and some of them don't. So Pit River is a tonal language, which means the intonation or the pitch in your voice matters. Pit River has two tones. It has a high tone and a low tone. And I'd say that we're lucky that we only have two tones, because there's languages like I think Mandarin, they have four tones. Cantonese, I think, has five. Vietnamese, I think, has five. Cherokee has five tones. Navajo, they also have two tones.
Why do you think English speaking moms say, don't take no tone with me?
Yeah.
They don't need all it, yeah.
Are they trying to not have us speak our language? Is that what that is? I don't know.
It's okay to use tone in this language with our mama. We can't
Yeah,
get
as long as it's the right tone.
right.
Yeah. So this would be E versus E, versus versus O versus O, and U versus U. So you can, I don't know, can you guys hear when I'm like lower versus higher? Yes. So I have some example words here where it's the same thing, but the tone is different. So here I have up, which is soap root, and then I have up, which is mouth. So up, up,
Up,
up,
up,
up,
up, up, up,
Up,
up,
up,
up, up,
up,
up,
up,
up,
up,
Up,
up, up,
up, up.
and then sometimes like using my hand with the different levels can help. So like up can, if you
Up,
ever get lost,
up.
just use your hand to kind of help keep you going, keep you on track. Yeah, or you could use your body or your eyebrows or whatever. So yeah, here we have Ustjoy, which is winter, versus Ustjoy, which is a winter house. Ustjoy, Ustjoy,
Winter house.
Ustjoy, Ustjoy,
Ustjoy,
Ustjoy,
Ustjoy,
Ustjoy.
Ustjoy.
Ustjoy, Ustjoy, Ustjoy.
Mhm.
Up. This is like what that singers do vocals. You know what I mean? You do these all back to back like this. It's cool practice.
Yeah. Yeah. Then here's a word. This doesn't have like another one, but this is just a word that has high and low tones after each other. Siui. So that means I want. Siui.
See you.
Siui.
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 Yeah. Siui.
Ew.
Mhm.
Siui.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Ew.
Mhm.
Exactly. And then
You.
Siui. And then here we have a whole bunch of tones up and down. So the hiuima,
Here we are, ma.
the
Here we are, ma.
hiuima, Hiuma. Yeah. So it gets taking used to like paying attention to the tones and speaking with the right tones, because in English we use tone so much. We actually use tone for meaning in English, but it's like we don't have it marked, like there's not a letter for it. So think of these accent marks as like a letter, like it's there for a reason. It's there to indicate whether it's a high tone or a low tone. Because like in English we use tone whether to like indicate a question or to indicate sarcasm or other things like that. But in Pit River it actually can change the whole meaning of the word, or can changes it to a different word. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So yeah, any questions on the tone? Good.
I like what Paul was saying about doing like vocal warm up, doing that. That was cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you like to sing, that's definitely a good way to look at it. Because yeah, if you're a singer, you gotta you have your, you pay attention to the pitch of your voice. So yeah, it's kind of the same concept.
Can you go back and do that one more time? Of
Uh,
one of each.
oh, okay. Of the letters.
Uh-huh.
So E, E, ah, o, o, oo, oo.
E.
All right. Tusi.
Tussie.
Okay. Cool. So here's my last PowerPoint presentation for you guys. So here is, yeah, language nests. So I've mentioned it before. This is what our domains are building towards, is building towards a language nest. So we have good evidence that the language nests can be a key component in language revitalization. We've seen success with this model with the Maoris, the Hawaiians, Shuswap, which I have to look into that. I haven't looked at those ones, and the Blackfeet. And our crew, we all know about the Hawaiians. Therefore, it is logical to consider establishing a language nest if we are doing language revitalization. So defining language immersion. Language immersion is a useful concept in revitalization because it immerses people in the language where they are hearing and producing language. Its very nature promotes language use. It is a period of time where you only speak the target language. It is often referred to as full immersion. It can occur anywhere and is not confined by space. The beginning and end of the immersion can be defined by time, such as from 1 to 3. The beginning and end can also be defined by an activity, such as while washing dishes, holding a meeting, giving a presentation. Definitions for a language nest. Language nest has two definitions that I know of. Both are full immersions, but the idea is that there is a physical space where only the language is spoken, the target language is spoken at all times is essential. A nest, the first one is a nest for the language, which is a physical location where the language is nested, not the learners. This concept creates a metaphor of a home for the language where you are giving it a place to breathe. 2 is a nest for children, which is a physical location where the children are nested in the language. This approach provides a metaphor of a nest for children where they feel safe and nurtured and will be well prepared before they grow wings and fly on their own. Language nest requirements. Nests for children can require a great deal of resources that may or may not be available, including time, money, and personnel. It involves an educational component with a classroom, qualified teachers, and curriculum. It's an excellent goal, but it may not be a viable project for several language communities where time and monies are minimal. Nests for language, on the other hand, can be done in our homes and is as simple as posting a sign that says, no English in your language. Why language nests are effective. The reasons why language nests work has several factors. An aspect we'd like to note is as follows. When we create a language nest, we shift our internal motivations into an external expectation to speak the target language. We have good evidence that this level of language commitment is more secure than an internal motivation, which can waver from time to time according to how we feel and what is occurring around us. Language nest location. A language nest consists of domains we reclaim for the language. So that's what I meant when I'm saying like we're reclaiming domains. The domains are building up to this. You do not need to make your whole house a language nest. If possible, pick a portion of the house where you do activities that you want to reclaim, such as the kitchen, bathroom, etc. We're starting with the bathroom because it's the easiest one. Begin reclaiming domains in that location. Post the domain phrases so you can refer to them as you do the activity. After you've reclaimed a sufficient number of domains, post a sign that says no English and commit to not speaking English in your nest. Give this small part of the world back to your language so that your language can live. You can expand your nest after it is well established. So, yeah. So when you're, yeah, I guess we'll see exactly when we're going to establish the nest, but yeah, so eventually the goal is for your bathroom to become your language nest. So that's why I really want you guys to do the domains in the bathroom, because you're just gonna keep adding activities to that until it's the language nest, and you're only gonna be speaking Pit River there. So yeah, this is a very small portion of language revitalization. As you build your speaking time from 1 to 2 and 3 hours per day, you will find new areas to expand your language use. So yeah, any questions or comments or anything on that? Good.
I guess we can think
Easy.
of each one of these lessons as one of the twigs in the building of the nest.
Yeah.
Each time we do one of these lines or one of these new words, that is a small twig or string or whatever that we needed to make that nest. Bite-sized piece, we used to say in our other one.
Yeah, exactly. A bite-sized piece of the whole
And just
sandwich.
think of it, you know, you don't want to bite out more than you fly around with for a little while. Say that's your word of the day, and you just take one of those little strings that we would learn from, and then work with it all day. Fly around with it at work. You know what I mean? And you come back and put it back in your nest.
Yeah.
Out joke cha.
Eh,
He.
Yeah.
All right. So
And then when you get back, you know, it's sake tu swami, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Spit it out.
Spit it out.
Okay, so we have our second domain here, the ji la kuji, which is to wash hands. The ji la kuji.
The Jeep Lakuji.
Yeah.
The
E,
Jeep Lakuji.
E. So here, number one, we have Sajalakji Kaastijuke.
Sajalakji Kaastijuke.
Hold on 1 second. I got a fire alarm going off for
Go find out. Go check it out.
Yeah. Begin our recording again. We're at number one, right? Hot miss. Okay. Sajalak jira astijuke. Paul.
Sajalakji Kaastijuke.
Tus. Lisa Sajalak jira astijuke.
Sajalakji Kaastijuke.
Tus. Awi Sajalakji Kaastijuke.
Sajalakji Kaastijuke.
Tus. Radley Sajalakji Kaastijuke.
Sajalakji Kaastijuke.
Tus. Brandy Sajalakji Kaastijuke.
Agalachi ga us. Boot
Dejuke.
the chuke. Yeah, I tried to say it without looking at it because by looking at it, my mind does not want to say that.
Okay. Yeah, that's
uh,
fine. That's fine.
Sachalachi ga us. The chuke.
Tus. Yeah, so that's like I turn the water faucet. So the jaw is like your hands or your fingers. The lock is like a handle. It's like I'm turning the handle. Us is water. Dejuke is like the thing that it's flowing here out of. So like a faucet. Us dejuke. It's like a water faucet where the water is flowing out.
Sachalachi.
Sajalakji.
Sachalachi.
Mm-hmm.
Sachalachi. Sachalachi ga us. The chuke. The
Tus.
chuke. What's happening there with those two, the two U's with the diacritics?
Dejuke. So it's
Ooh,
yeah.
the chuke. The chuke.
Tus. All right. So number two, we got two sentences here. Depending on whether you have a bar of soap or you have some liquid soap. So if you have a bar of soap, you're gonna pick it up. So saja sachji katinja tule. Saja sachji is I pick it up. Dincha tule is it's basically saying like the thing that I make suds with my hand, with my fingers. So that's kind of how we describe soap. So Paul, saja sachji radincha tule.
Sajalakji Kaastijuke. Ma Sakuspake Kaastijuke.
Tus.
I got the prompt right here.
Yeah,
So I
there
was
you go.
looking at the lines and I go, well, if I took out the first soap, I could probably say Sajasachji ma Saguspake Kaastijuke. I pick up and squirt the soap,
Yeah, you could do that.
without saying soap twice, right?
Yeah, if you're doing both
Because I'm
somehow.
picked this up from
Oh,
there.
okay.
Push it with my finger.
I see. Yeah.
So I picked it up and then I squeezed it, spurted it.
All right. Yeah. Tus. Lisa sajasat jigadin chatule.
Sajasatchi gatin chatule.
Don't get mad because my apple's shinier than yours. He liked it.
Where? Measure.
Right here.
Measure.
Right there.
All right. Oui.
Rhapsody.
Sajasat jigadin chatule.
Can you say it again?
Yeah. Sajasat jigadin chatule.
Saja Satchi Ga Dincha Tule.
Tus. Radley sajasat jigadin chatule.
Saja Sachchi Ga Dinja Tule.
Tus. Brandy sajasat jigadin chatule.
He, ga, he, saja sachi ga tincha tule.
Okay, yeah, super close. Saj super close. Yeah, that's good. Sajasat ji. Satji.
Saja sachi,
Satji.
saja sat,
Such.
Ji.
Such.
sat. Oh, okay. That extra diacritic is giving me that other sound. Okay.
Yes.
Saja satchi,
Okay, yeah, better. Yeah. Good.
saja satchi,
Such ji.
saja satchi ga tincha tule.
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 He.
Tule. It sounds like a
Tule.
robot. Tule.
Tule. He. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Tule.
Tule. Dinja tule.
Tule.
Okay. Sajasat jiga dinja tule.
Saja sache ga tincha tule.
He. Sajasat ji. Yeah, G. That was the only thing I heard.
Saja sats ji ga tincha tule.
He. Tus. All right, and then for squirting the soap, you got some liquid soap, or after you've already picked it up in Paul's case, then you got sagu spaki chatule, or you guys can just say sagu spaki because you already know the second half. It's the same as the first. So sagu spaki, Paul.
Saguspaki.
He.
Saguspaki.
Saguspaki.
Squirting.
He.
Got into Tuesday.
He. Tus. Lisa Saguspaki Katinjatule.
Oh, lotion.
I can't hear you.
Say what you
Saguspaki.
He.
Saguspaki gatin chatule.
Tusi. All right. Awi Saguspaki Katinjatule.
Can you say the first word?
Sure. Saguspaki.
Saguspake Ga Dincha Tule.
Tusi. Radley Saguspaki Katinjatule.
Sagu Spake Ga Dinja Tule.
Tusi. Brandy Saguspaki Katinjatule.
Saguspagi ga tinchatuli.
Yeah. A on the end. Tinjatule.
Saguspagi ga tinchatule.
He.
I
He. Tus.
need to like well I will be because we're doing this, but having our muscle memory, our movements,
Yeah.
associated, so that's gonna be helpful to
Yes.
get that
Yes.
rocking.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's the whole point of trying to use the language and then listening to it, is you're gonna practice and the muscles in your whole system there will get used to it. Yeah. All right. So yeah, after you pick up the soap, then you wash your hands. Sachit la kuchi. Sachit la kuchi. Paul, Sachit la kuchi.
Sajit la Gucci. Sajit la Gucci. Sajit la Gucci.
He tus. Lisa, Sachit la kuchi.
Sajit la Gucci. Sajit la Gucci.
He kuchi.
Gucci.
Yeah. Just remember, practice the cues, the kuchi.
Sajit la Gucci.
Mm-hmm. Tusi. Awi, Sachit la kuchi.
Sajit la kochi. Sajit la kochi.
Tusi. Radley, Sachit la kuchi.
Sajit la Kochi. Sajit la Kochi.
Tusi. All right, Brandy, Sachit la kuchi.
Sachit la kuji.
Yeah, that's good. Tus. All right. The next we have, I blocked the water faucet. So this should look familiar from last week. Saja scout lakji ka astichuke.
Sajit Scaulak. Chiga Astituke.
Lisa, Saja scout lakji ka astichuke.
Sajit Scout Lock. Chiga Astin Chadule. Oh, did you get?
Yeah, I'm blocking the soap.
Sajit Scout Lock. Chiga Astin Chadule.
Tusi. Awi, Saja scout lakji ka astichuke.
Saja scout lokchi ga astichuke.
Saja scout lakji. Sorry, say that one more time.
Saja scout lokchi. Saja scout lokchi ga astichuke.
Tusi. Radley, Saja scout lakji ka astichuke.
Saja Scout Lakchi ga Astichuke.
Tusi.
Saja Scout Lakchi ga Astichuke.
Tus. All right. Brandy, Saja scout lakji ka astichuke.
Okay, let my mind wrap around this one
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
Visually, my mind does not want to say that. Okay, let's see. Okay.
Just go over the first word
Okay.
first.
Um,
So Saja.
okay. Let me okay. Saja scout
Yep.
lakchi
Yep.
ga as tichuki.
Tichuke.
Okay, so and what we're saying here is basically we're putting our hands in the water.
So it's like you're turning the water off.
Oh, we're turning the water off.
You're blocking it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're blocking the water where it's flowing, basically.
Such a scalp.
I'm turning the water off. Okay, I get you. Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Hey, Brandy, you know how I
Huh.
remember, Brandy?
He.
I remember this word, like I just think of it as I'm choking off the water because of the sound of if you put your hand around your throat and go gulp, blah, it makes that sound like you're getting
Ow.
choked, and that helped
Ow.
my get a little muscle memory sign that. So I just gulp, blah. That means I
So
choked
yeah,
off. Yeah, so it means you gotta turn it off. Gulp, blah.
so okay, so because yeah, like last week we went over over these two words, and so this one up here, number one that you see highlighted, sajalakji, is like I'm turning the water, right? And then this word in number 4, it's the same, but we just put this scout in the middle.
The scout.
Scout, yeah, exactly. So the scout is like the blocking.
Okay. Oh, he. Scout.
You're blocking the flow of the water. Yeah.
Scout. Ill scout.
Block hand.
Yeah, that's for Paul again. Or
Ciao.
Lisa.
Good. And block. You getting it?
Ill la.
Nice.
Scout. He.
Tus. All right. Next we got number 5. Saja sach jira dija suche. I pick up the towel. Saja sach jira dija suche. Paul.
Such a such G. Ga did ya suit J.
Suche.
Suit J.
He.
Such a such G. Ga did ya suit J. Did ya suit J?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're adding an
J?
extra C in there.
Yeah. When you
Just
highlight
because of the first word, you know.
I see what's going on there.
Yeah.
It does do that.
Yeah.
Oh, such a such G. Ga did ya suit J?
He.
Ah.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, that's what was happening.
All right. I'll see it better on the big screen up here, though. I can see that last one. That highlights it better, though.
Okay,
Such chica did ya suit?
he. Tus. Lisa, saja such jiga dija suche. One more time. He. Tus. Awi, saja such jiga dija suche.
Okay, sorry. Can you say it again?
Sure. Saja such jiga dija suche.
Saja Sajji Ga teach. Can you say the last word?
Dija suche.
Dija Suje.
He.
Saja Sajji Ga Dija Suje.
Suche.
Suje.
Yeah. So it's just like with Paul, he was adding, because this word is saja such g, the ending such g, and then you tend to want to add extra c in there to like kind of have the same ending, but this one is suche.
Suje.
Yeah.
Saja Sajji Ga Dija Suje.
E. Tusi. Radley, saja such g radija suche.
Saja sach chica dija suche. Saja sach chica dija suche.
E. Tusi. Brandy, saja such g radija suche. You there, Brandy?
Oh darn! I killed it, and I was on mute.
Oh.
And you gave this weird look, like what? Sajasachi ga dija suche.
Tusi.
I see now. I can see where it'd be just taking these pieces like chisatsuche and just be labeling those around the bathroom too, and
Yeah,
this is where I put these,
sure.
so I'm
Yeah, if
just
you got
thinking
like a
about
label
that.
maker or something.
Yeah, you just print it out, cut it, and tape it.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah. Yeah. Extra reminders on
You
top
can
of
always embroider your towels with my towel, his towel. Itu desuche, gachu desuche, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Brandy u desuche, Radley u desuche, right? So then they have like a his and hers towel. That'd be cool.
Or even like a little picture, just a printout like pictures and put them on there, like little learner things.
On your cabinet where you store your
to-
towels.
Well, to label, kind of like do a label sheet. Like this is like some fun noun
Oh, okay.
bathroom verbs, Anyways,
Yeah.
just a thought.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like whatever extra stuff you want to add on to the domains is always good. Yeah. Okay. Sajasuchige ga il. So yeah, after you pick up the towel, you're gonna dry your hands with it, right? So sajasuchige ga il. So this age ending means you're doing something to yourself. And then ilt is hand, right? So I'm drying myself the hand. So that's how you say I'm drying the hands, my hands. Sajasu chege ga ilt. Paul.
Sajasu chage ga il. Sajasu chage ga il.
E. Tusi. Lisa. Sajasu chege ga ilt.
Sajasuchage ga il. Sajasuchage ga il.
E. You got louder at the end there. All right.
I'm trying.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Aoi sajasu chege ga il.
Sajasuchage ga il.
Tusi. Radley sajasu chege ga il.
Sajasuchige ga il. Sajasuchige ga il.
Yeah, good. Just the
Sajasuchige ga il.
il. Make sure you
Il.
pronounce that L, the glottal L. Il.
Oh, Sajasuchige ga il.
Tusi. Brandy sajasu chege ga il.
Sajasuchake ga il.
Tusi. All right. And then hang the towel up. So I guess if you picked up the towel off the rack, then yeah, hang it back up. Sanahuji ga dijasuche. Sanahuji ga dijasuche. Paul.
Sanahuji ga dijasuche. Sanahuji ga dijasuche. Sanahuji. Sanahuji ga dijasuche. One more time. Sana Oh, Sana, I mean, I did it again.
Sana.
Sana Huji.
Hoji. Yeah.
Huji.
There you go.
Huji. God did ya suje.
Tusi.
Chica,
Lisa Sana Hoji. Kadeja Suje.
Sana Huji ga dijasute. Sana Huji ga dijasute.
Tusi. Awi. Sana Hoji. Kadeja Suje.
Sana huchi ga dija suje.
Tusi. Radley Sana Hoji. Kadeja Suje.
Sanahuchi Gadijasa. Sanahuchi Gadijasuje.
Tusi. Brandy Sana Hoji. Kadeja Suje.
Sana huchi ga dicha suje.
Yeah, one more time.
Sana huchi ga dicha suje.
I like that. No, that was great. Whoa. Sing that again.
Sana huchi ga dija suje.
Yeah, that it just were at the right spot. That was good.
Good, yeah. Well, you just forgot to go up at the end.
Che.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
All right. Sadaskaomi la dijit la kuchi. So yeah, after you hang up the towel, you're done. I'm finished. So sadaskaomi is I'm finished. It's kind of a general term for when you're done with something. You're finished with something. Yeah. Sadaskaomi la dijit la kuchi. Paul.
Oh, Sataskaomi got the cheat la Gucci. Yes.
Toast. Lisa Sadaskaomi got the jeet la kuchi.
Sadaskaomi ga dijit la Gucci.
Tusi. Awi Sadaskaomi got the jeet la kuchi.
Sada skawumi ga dijit la Gucci. Can you
Try
say
one
that?
more time.
Can you say the last word?
The jeet la kuchi.
Dijit la Gucci.
Mhm.
Sada skawumi ga dijit la Gucci. Sada
Tusi.
skawumi.
Oh, you can go ahead and finish. Go ahead. And finish.
Okay. Sada skawumi. Wait. Sada skawumi ga dijit la Gucci.
Tusi. So yeah, this the jeet la kuchi is like to wash hands, right? Or wash hands. And then if you notice here we have sa jeet la kuchi, and that's I wash hands. So just the beginning is the difference. Sa instead of di. So here you see the S is on the beginning of this word. So it's like I've finished the hand washing, basically.
Can you say the last word again for me, please?
Sure. Dijit la kuchi.
Dijit la Gucci.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Sada skawumi ga dijit la Gucci.
Tusi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Radley. Sadaskaomi ka dijit la kuchi.
Sadaskawomi Gadijit La Gucci.
Go ahead.
Sadaskawomi Gadijit La Gucci.
Pus. Brandy, Sada Skaumi, Tajit La Kuji.
Tataskaumi ga di chi la gucci
Mm-hmm.
di chi la gucci. Well, that part where let's see, Tataskau, that part scow.
Uh-huh.
Man, my mind does not want to say that when am looking at that scout. I'm just, but it's good for me to
Scout.
hear everybody. When I hear everybody else do it, it's forcing my mind to say, okay,
That's what it is, right?
that's a scout.
Sada Skaumi. Sada Skaumi.
That's a scout umi ga tili la gucci.
I think you had it better the first time.
Sing it. Let's sing it.
Sada
Let's
Skaumi.
go.
Tada scout umi ga tichi la gucci.
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 Sing the last one. Yeah, that one.
Tachi la Gucci Tolo Makdikchan.
All right. Wash hands every day.
All day.
All day. Oh, he
COVID.
Solo addiction.
Digit la Gucci, digit la Gucci. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's a good way to practice.
Tachi la Gucci.
Tajit La Gucci.
Tachi la Gucci.
Mhm. Gucci. Gucci.
Tachi la Gucci. Oh, Gucci. Gucci.
Sing it.
Tachi la Gucci.
Tusi.
Excellent.
Gucci.
All right. Yeah, so that's it for tonight. Any other questions before I stop? Good to go.